right, no doubt. What's up, Lady S? We gonna jump right into the sizzle. Hold tight.
Black Panther star actor Chadwick Boseman has died after a 4-year battle with colon cancer. Reps for Chadwick issued a statement following his untimely death, saying, "It is with immeasurable grief that we confirm the passing of Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016 and battled it for these last 4 years as it progressed to stage 4. A true fighter, Chadwick persevered through it all and brought you many of the films you have come to love so much. From Marshall to The Five Bloods, Wilson's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and several more, all were filmed during and between countless surgeries and chemotherapy. It was the honor of his career to bring King T'Challa to life in Black Panther. He died in his home with his wife and family by his side. The family thanks you for your love and prayers and asks that you continue to respect their privacy during this difficult time. And Chadwick, he phenomenally portrayed baseball legend Jackie Robinson in the movie 42, soul icon James Brown and Get On Up, Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall in the movie Marshall, and Chadwick, of course, is best known for his role in Black Panther as the character T'Challa. Um, Black Panther was a smash hit at the box office. In addition to just giving blacks a sense of pride and encouragement, Black Panther was a whole movement. And Chadwick appeared in other Avengers movies, 21 Bridges, and so much more. But the tributes from countless celebrities and fans continue to pour in. He will truly be missed. He was 43. So prayers up for his family, fans. It's just such a huge loss. And this, young man, his short time, he did so much. He did so much in time here. So prayers up, gosh, that's hard for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. I mean, you kind of at a loss for words because you're like, it came so unexpectedly, and it's just hard, man. I mean, what can you say? What can you say?
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected for us as fans and viewers of his work. But just to know how long he had been battling with this and all the great material he put out and all the great projects he gave us, all the great films he gave us through, you know, his through his fight, because it's so much stuff going on in the world today that cancer is still here and it's still a big thing that's affecting a lot of families. There's still no cure, so it's hard. It's hard to watch. As someone who has lost loved ones to cancer, just what his family's going through, to have to watch somebody, um, it's almost like you're watching them deteriorate and you're watching them fight. They try to stay in good spirits and they try to they're pushing through and they're doing all these things. So the fact that he was able to do as much as he did and still keep all of that private into himself, without the world knowing what he was going through, it just shows the strength and character that man truly was built out of.
Absolutely.
It also showed that I think they showed some clips that he was also visiting children with cancer as he went through his own battle and being a strength for them. So it just seems like even outside of a character of him in acting, his spirit just seemed amazing. He just seemed like an amazing soul.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I meant when I said character. I mean him as a person.
Yeah.
His character as a human being, not characters that he played. But
right.
Amazing. I mean, that's strength. That's strength.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Our forever First Lady Michelle Obama, she details her experience as a Black woman being around white people. In the latest episode of her Spotify podcast show titled The Gift of Girlfriends with Danielle, Sharon, and Kelly, Michelle shares some details of encounters that she had. And she says, when I've been completely incognito during the 8 years in the White House, walking the dogs on the canal, people would come up and pet my dogs, but not look me in the eye. They don't know it's me. And she continues saying, she's saying that so telling of how white America views people who are not like them. You know, we don't exist. And when we do exist, we exist as a threat, and it's exhausting. Michelle also describes another incident where she says, we were stopping to get ice cream, and I told the Secret Service to stand back because we're trying to be normal. I'm standing there with two little black girls, another black female adult. They're in soccer uniforms. And a white woman cuts right in front of us to order, like she didn't even see us. The girl behind the counter almost took her order. And I had to stand up because I know Danielle was like, well, I'm not going to cause a scene with Michelle Obama. So I stepped up and I said, excuse me, you don't see us four people standing right here? You just jumped in line. Michelle said that the woman didn't even apologize. She never looked me in my eye. She didn't know it was me. All she saw was a black person or a group of black people, or maybe she didn't even see that. So
That is
how many times, yes, and these are just a few of the incidents that she experienced, but how many times has that happened to, I mean, even us as black people, regardless of gender? Sure, maybe
at the grocery store. I
Right.
told my kids, don't even move no more. Don't even. They actually stand there as if you're not there, and they don't look you in the eye. And that is the truth. It's like they see past you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I think I was talking to Lauren one day, and as I was on the phone, I noticed myself saying excuse me. And I kept saying, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And the reason why I was saying that was because every time I walked close to a white person or I felt like I was in their way, I move and let them pass. Oh, excuse me. And I kept doing it. And I didn't notice that I was doing it. It's kind of like you're programmed to allow them the way. Now, it could be that I was just being nice because I pretty much do that to everybody. But I noticed me being excessively or overly apologetic if I'm in their way for some reason. And it never dawned on me until recently. And I was like, yo, what am I doing? What am I doing? I mean, it's okay to it's so look smart. Like it's okay to be cordial though, and I get it. But I was just like, yo, what is it that's in us that feels that, that they have to have the right of way versus us? I don't know what that is.
You ever hold a door and they felt like, oh, as if you were supposed to and didn't say thank you?
Hold up, wait. Did I tell you that story
Yes,
before?
that's right. Yes, it happened to
Listen, and I try not because people think I'm pretty hard on my white counterpart, which I am a little bit because they deserve it, right? However, sometimes it's the audacity, right, of someone who feels that this is what you're supposed to do, and I owe you nothing else. So just quickly, because Classy Lady brought it up, but it was one time where I forgot what store I was going in, but you know how, you go through a store, you go through the door and you see somebody walking, so you kind of like run back out to hold the door because you don't want the door to slam in their face. Well, I held the door, I went back, I already went through, then I was like, let me hold the door for her. So I went back out, hold the door, and it took her a little while because it wasn't like she sped up. She just kept kind of like moseying along. So I was like, it's all good. I'm holding the door for you. And then she just went in, didn't look at me in anything, didn't acknowledge anything, went through the second door. And, I was just like, I kind of said it under my breath, but she heard me. I was like, wow, you could have said thank you, like that. You could have said thank you. She said, I don't owe you anything. I don't have to say thank you. And I was like, And I was just
maybe she thought you worked there.
Nah, I sure didn't have no uniform on. And
she think that she that was intentional. She said what she said. She just
well, that's what you get when people think that you're beneath them.
Yeah, but that goes for everybody. I can't necessarily speak to that as being a race thing because I've experienced that with everybody. And I've sometimes experienced it, I've experienced it with, whether it was gender or whether it was age. I've had them issues with the same type of thing.
I'm not saying that I haven't experienced it across the board in regards to somebody feeling like a certain entitlement, but I've also felt the intent of entitlement when it comes to either economics, race, gender. And I feel like in that situation, that was either gender or race specific, the way he described it, intentionally.
And I have experienced it too, where it's like, some people just don't have manners and you could kind of tell. And then there's some people where like, oh yeah, it's a race issue or a white privilege issue. So I have gotten it, and it's like I have gotten cut in front of. I have found myself like trying to move out of some people's way just to be courteous. Like I'm going to go out my way so that you could kind of stay on your path, just as a courtesy. And then like to not hear thank you, and I've gotten it from different races and cultures and stuff like that. But it just hits differently when it's coming from like people who feel like they are privileged and that they have the right to treat us any kind of way. So the Celebrity Sizzle, the Celebrity Sizzle Award of the week goes to. So I gave this to Chadwick Boseman because he visited sick children at the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital back in 2018. Chadwick visited while he himself was battling cancer, and he even tearfully detailed 2 specific children who were dying of cancer who tried to hang on just to see Black Panther 2 because they were so inspired by the first one. He kind of tearfully broke down a little bit during a series interview with a few of the other cast members. But St. Jude tweeted out 2 years ago, Chadwick visited the St. Jude's campus and brought with him not only toys for our patients, but also joy, courage, and inspiration. Our thoughts are with his family and friends at this time. Chadwick also left his final message via a call to action on Twitter. August 11th, he tweeted in response to Joe Biden's announcement of his running mate, Vice President Kamala Harris. He tweeted, yes, at Kamala Harris, hashtag when we all vote, hashtag vote 2020. So there's your call to action. Get out and vote. I'm your girl, Lauren Sizzle, and that was the Sizzle. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Lauren Sizzle.
And Classy Lady Sparkle. And have you subscribed to our channel yet? If the answer is no, you need to subscribe now.
Yeah, so stop what you're doing. Go right now and subscribe. We like you. You like us. So go ahead and subscribe.
Come on over. Be a part of the family of We Talk Weekly and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
So what are you waiting for?
Subscribe now.